Hello, everybody. I'm day weather meteorologist Don Day with your Public Lands Council weekly weather update for this March 4th, 2023. It's being brought to you by WSR Insurance Services Incorporated. Also being brought to you by Ag Risk Advisors. Well, we're going to have more winter weather coming in the week ahead. Between now and next weekend, folks, the western United States will get more mountain snows and colder than normal conditions, all of the West. It's going to be feeling a lot less like March and a lot more like February or January, as temperatures will be far below average. And many of you are going to see snow. So anyone that's going to be involved in any calving operations in the Rockies, the Northern Plains, the Western High Plains, the Pacific Northwest, and into the Great Basin states, there's going to be some cold, wet periods to get through. Temperatures will be far below average for the next week. So this means stressful livestock weather conditions at times. So we're going to see a lot of winter here over the next 7 to 10 days. And over the past week, there's been a lot of precipitation. Look at California. Look at the Great Basin states. Look at Arizona. Everywhere along and west of the divide, very wet conditions. And we saw the snowpacks get even fatter and bigger, especially in California. Well above average snowpacks right here across the Intermountain West. Now, we did have this drier area, not a lot of snow along and east of the divide, but that may change next week. And this is where the snow over the last 2 weeks has fallen, favoring the northern tier of the U.S., back into the central Rockies, the Pacific Northwest, and of course, the heavy snows in the California mountains. Now, the drought monitor is showing some good things. We continue to see improvement in California drought. We've got the Central Valley of California out of the drought, coastal areas out of the drought, and other areas have seen a significant reduction. And then we have this Intermountain West reduction in the drought conditions, but we still have this problem area right here in the central and southern plains that will continue to be a problem heading into spring and something that we're going to keep an eye on. Now, as we go into this weekend, we're going to see another low pressure system head into the Pacific Northwest. This will drag rain and snow into northern California, Washington and Oregon, some snow into the Rockies. Southwest winds here will keep the southern plains and the southeastern United States very warm. While there's a lot of cold air up here that's going to be moving in the middle of next week, and this is by Sunday. More weather coming across the west to help the mountain snows. But then by the middle of next week, we are going to be looking at a larger, more organized storm taking shape over the Great Basin and Central Rockies. We'll need to keep an eye on this system as the time frame of Wednesday through Friday of next week could bring a stormy pattern to the northern high plains, the central plains, and the central and northern Rockies, and maybe the southern plains as well, with snow and much colder wintry weather conditions. And you can see that. This is by next Friday. Look how cold it is throughout the west. Those purple areas mean a temperature anomaly more than 25 to 35 degrees Fahrenheit below the normal. So you're talking about single-digit temperatures at night, daytime temperatures only teens and 20s. Very cold weather for March coming for the west, along with more snow, so livestock interests, be prepared. Then, as you can see over the next week, you can see that heavy precipitation right here. A lot of that's going to be in the form of snow, and it could be significant over the next week. So this is why we need to be concerned. Right now, it does look like the southern areas will escape the wintry weather, but some of that could push a little bit further south. So stay on your toes. Lots of winter weather coming over the next 7 days.